Boom, Shangri-La. Right, I've drawn and did all this. But all this here is just going to be a backdrop to me focal point. What's going to sit about here? What'll probably be a man with a dog. Right, so flip this upside down. Try and get on. Right, so I think let's get some of this. In fact, let's tell you what, change my mind. Fancy a bit of cream colour. Let's get a bit of cream colour in it on background. Nice bit of cream colour into this sky. Pull that up a bit so I can. That's it. So I can get to it. So I think let's have it in it round here. Some nice cream colours. A nice cream colour in this sky. Right through there. This can be like wetting my paper, but wetting my paper with cream colour. There we are. And then use a bit of cerulean blue. Right, I'm going to pop some blue in there because that's going to be white. So if I can get some blue in there to contrast against that white, that's going to look good. Something like that. And then, so the clouds are the creamy bits. Something like that, I'm thinking. And then I'm going to have to dab these bits off here. So, but I can use that for get a bit of cloudy effect as well with that dabby thing. I could have some clouds coming in around here on this bit because that's will be dark further down there, so that'll look good. Let's turn it back round and have a look. Do I need to go darker? It's a really pale sky on the picture, so I think I'm okay. I think that's okay because I've got this is going to be dark against the light apart from the very top bit. Right, I'm going to give it a quick blast with hair dryer. Actually, before I do anything else, I need this. I'm going light to dark, so there's a tree in here, so I need this tree in. And right, so let's say my tree starts. Say bottom on it's there, coming out there like that. It's sort of a bit, sort of flat on top. It comes up there. Sort of following tree on me. Picture. Don't know how to do that. I'll follow tree on my picture, see what it looks like, and then I'll alter it a bit depending on. So look, I'm sat right back now holding the end of my brush so I can see what I'm doing better. Yeah, so I think I'll take it. It looks a bit round, so I'm going to take it a bit taller. That's it, that's going to look good going up into that mountain anyway. There. That'll do me. I'm not really, after I started looking at that and then I didn't really bother. Right, so now, into that, now I'm going to mix a darker green. So I'll just mix up a darker green. Oh, that looks nice. Really nice. Some darker green. Perfect actually. So this darker green is going to come in on the bottoms. Light's coming in from the top and coming on the bottoms of stuff. Just look in which direction it looks like the light's coming in this way. So I'll sit right back again and do it. So my light's coming in that way and I'm going in on bottoms of these branches, look. Because obviously the light's coming from the sky. So any underneath bits going to be dark. Well, that's that. Got enough darks in there. I think I'm going to pop in one more dark now, go even darker. So if I get some of that, mix in a bit of Bontumber now into that same colour. See what that looks like. mixed some Payne's grey in and all. The Bon Tumble wasn't doing it, wasn't taking it very dark. Right, so this now is pretty dark. Oh no, I've lightened it up a bit, it was too dark. Right, so now, this is just little bits now, right in the underneath bits. Don't need too much of this. So like under these bits here as that's coming in. Don't need too much of this. Dee 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 dee. There we are, I'd say. That's about enough. And I might even subtle it down a bit with my finger. Like that. That's better. Just to subtle it down a bit. Soften it in a bit. There. I'll put some twigs and stuff in there in a bit because it's not that important now. I just needed it in because it's lighter than this background, so I've got to negative paint all around that now because this is my background. So I'll tell you now, that's going to be hard work, but no choice, got to do it. Right, so let's wash that brush now. I might even be able to do that now, some of that negative painting. So right, let's come into here. That background there on this mountain looks to me virtually just a Payne's grey. So I'm going to just get loads and loads of water, squeeze that out, loads of water in there, get a Payne's grey colour. It's really watery towards bottom on it, so there, dab of that in there. Really, really, really thin paint now. So I'm going to come in at the bottom of this mountain and just get this bit in here into there like that. It's really watery. If it's too watery, this paint for you to work with, you could always mix it thicker and add some Chinese white to it, I suppose. Right, I think what I'm going to do now, dry that on my cloth, take them puddles out. There. So don't have to worry too much about this line here because I'm going to be painting small brush slightly thicker into that, but not a lot thicker. Right, so let's tell you what, let's get this. I'll wet my brush first. Let's get this little line across here. So that's the line there. That comes across there like that, and up there. That's gone slightly blue here, but I'm happy at that. I quite like that colour. Let's fade off into bottom there with slight blue colour, just varies it a bit, nothing wrong with that. So that's that into there, and that slight blue, and into there a bit. Right, so now come back into this Payne's grey colour. Oh no, for some reason that's gone green, so I'll just dab a bit of red in it. It's back to Payne's grey. Bit of extra water. Right, get some of this snow in. So there's snow on tops of these mountains here. This one's sort of coming this way. I hope my hand didn't tip way. It probably is. Sorry. I'm coming in that way. Yeah, that just seems to come in that way, at that, like that. Into that there. Seems to sort of fill in there like that. And then, oh, this is all black here. There's no snow on that bit. It's black right up here actually. Not a great deal of snow on this mountain. Oh, there's a little bits of snow in there on that peak. That bit's black. that's about it. So I'm going to just, I think I'll just dry me, no, let me have my wet brush. Just smooth some of that in a bit with my wet brush. Then dry my brush and just take some of these bits out with a dry brush. There we are, that's it. And also, tell you what I'm going to do. That bit, there's a bit of a line there, could do with getting rid of that. Right, bit of mist on bottom, bit of mist in here. What I can do with me misting dabber. That's mist all right there. There we are. So that's my background. Snowy mountain. There. Misted everything. There we are. That's that. Right then. That'll sit right back in the background. Right. So I'm thinking now. Let's get this bit in here. So I'll go again with that same brush. Come into this bit here to match in with that. So this is a really dark mucky green compared to that light green. So I need to mix a dark mucky green now. Right, so let's have a go. Dark mucky green. Should be quite easy. Not dead thick paint again because it's quite far away. Let's have a go. So that can go. And that's too close to what I'm doing. I'm going to come even darker. That's better. There, that's nice. That's nice, right. Fill that bit in to there, that's to the bottom of that lake. So that's it, fill that in. That's it, that's separated that from that tree now. That's what I wanted. So I'll mix in some greens now. There's some greens up against this bit here. Dark mucky greens, quite pale. Mixing some of them blacks again. Plenty of water, it's quite far away still. I'm leaving some tiny little white gaps in there. Oh, wow, like that. I suppose as I come down, I could whack a bit more greens in as it gets closer here. Just all these closer bits here. A few more greens in. There are a few lighter greens in there as it's getting closer. Yeah. Blacks and a few darker greens. Right. That still looks quite distant, but that's not a bad little backdrop there. Quite happy with that. So now this side, let's do the same again. Into this. Just go up to there with that. I suppose it don't really matter if I go through that bottom bit and dab that top bit there. And same again. Blend in. And the bottom bit. So that's quite far away. Tiny bit of green up against that top bit there. Look. There we are. Separated that from that, so that tree stands out. Right. This one's a bit closer. So let's get, still quite dark greens though, so let's get some dark greens mixed up. Not bad. Into there. Water, that's a bit too strong. So a bit of red in. A bit of red, calm that down a bit. Red will calm a green down if it's a bit mentals. Red will calm it down, that's better. Right, so a bit of the, I think I'll have a bit of land in there, fill that bit in there. Some of this watered down Payne's grey, plenty of that in there. That. And I'll water down some of this. It's quite watery because it's still quite far away. Right, so that comes down into there like that, and then it has got some fairly sort of light yellowish stuff coming into here. Water in there, that's it, and some slightly darker stuff again. A bit of red in, calm it down. Some slightly darker stuff in again. Up here. There. I'll leave that at that. And what I'll probably do is have a little glaze over it in a bit. That'll do for now. Right then, so now I need my water. So I suppose that's going to be a sort of colour as that. It just looks like a really dark colour, really. Let's get some bluey black. Oh, that looks nice. Right, see if I can get that on here. So I've got a bluey black mixed. Bit of blue, bit of black. Bit more blue. Plenty of water. It's quite dark. Right, I'm going to just come in to slightly more blue on this side. To this side, like that, just with that, and that'll just get me edge of that tree there, like that one. Right, that's that. And then I want edge of that water there, so I can blend that in. Plenty of water. Edge of this here. Dee dee dee. Into here like this, into the edge of there. A couple of bits in there, like that's it, that's nice. To the edge of there, like that. Into here, that's it, and that green flowing in. That's going to help me. Bit of green in there to give me a bit of reflection in there, like that. That's nice. Really nice. I'm happy with that. So, come in, say exactly the same again. Well, there's more black in this side. Into there, like that, into there, round into this bottom bit. There we are. Just go around that tree. There. Right, all around that tree. That looks good, doesn't it? And I think I do need to just get some, thinking some dark greeny colour. And just pull some bits in. Some bits of green in there. Right, I'm going to dry my brush off. Not too soggy. And just pull some of them bits down. Like that. Soak some of them bits up and all there like that. That's it. Turn this one a bit more. Just some slight more greens in some of these bits in here. Same here, a few more of these light greens in here. This side, I think, slightly lighter. That's probably enough. In fact, that's quite light there, isn't it? Let's put a bit of light in there. 20 minutes. I'm keeping an eye on time. And then a bit of water, just softening some of this stuff with a bit of water. There we are, that's just my backdrop, that. All that is a backdrop. So that's quite happy with that. Let me sit back and have a look. Yeah, looks okay to me. Right, now then. A little path to go in now. Right. Doofus's doofusitis. I've got a stepbrother called doofusitis, right? Well, his dad, so he's my stepdad, arthritis. He's been getting on to me and Doofus for a while now, moaning basically about us getting a job and earning his own way in life and all that, right? Well, we've been thinking about it, and we've looked in, like, round and stuff. We can't see out really what we fancy doing, right? There's some jobs going at local shop, shelf packing, but to be honest, I think it's a little bit beneath me and Doofus to be doing stuff like that. I think we're too good to be shelf packing, okay? So we've had a talk, me and Doofus, not Doofus's dad. I think Doofus's dad, I'm pretty sure, is going to be all negative about it. But me and Doofus have had a chat and we've decided we don't want to do the shelf packing. We're not going to apply for that. We've decided what we fancy doing is, me and Doofus are really good singers. So we decided we're going to put our talents to good use and start a nice boy band. So we've been thinking about that, just to bring some money in so we can help out with the bills and that. So we started looking at some boy bands. And, some of them are called by what? How many people's in band. So we thought, right, we'll call our band 2, because there's only 2 on us. So our band is called 2. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make money as a boy band. So now Doofus's dad, I know he's going to moan, and every time we come up with an idea he says it's childish and stupid and that we need to grow up. But other people's in boy bands, why is it childish and stupid? And also we've wrote a song, so we're not just sat round talking about it, we've wrote a song. So I think now, while I'm on here doing this, I might as well sing it to you, see if you like it. I'll come through some of that with that yellow if I want. It'll look nice. See if you like it. So it goes like this. If you loved me, girl, and I loved you, girl. If you loved me, girl, and I loved you, then we would both be in love. We'd both be in love. We'd both be in love together. Oh, if I loved you, girl, and you loved me, If I loved you and you loved me, then we would both be in love. We'd both be in love. We'd both be in love. Together, 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 forever. Together, forever. Together, forever. What do you reckon? I know, it's genius, isn't it? Absolute genius. That is quality songwriting. Right, I think I'll get that nice. Right, that's me underlayer. Now, done for now. I think I might just build this up with loads of nice wet washers and just build it up. So if I come in there like that and there like that, that's a nice wash there. Right, let's get some. Add a bit of blue to that. Take this a bit more greenish colour. That's nice. And then come in there like that and into there like that. I think this would be nice. Slightly darker colour under there for reflections. That can sort of fade off there with some water, fade off. That sort of come in. All this here now is coming out of where my focal point is, so I don't need to worry too much what's going on up there. Way out of my focal point. So we are a bit more blue in here, a tad more yellow. There's a nice colour, and again into there. Let's have a tad of cream colour into that. Into there, that's nicer there. Over into there on that side. Over here, yellow over here. Into there. Throwing that bit back. Plenty of water. Same again, this bit here can, I think they call it vingretting. I think that can vingrette out. There, into there. Tiny bit of that. That's, you know what, I'm going to get that dry. If you loves me, girl, and I loves you, girl, then we'll both be in love. We'll both be in love. We'll both be in love together. Ooh, we'll both be in love. Yeah, we'll both be in love. Ooh. Ooh, both be in love together, together in harmony for the rest of eternity. Together, 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 together. If you loved me, girl, and I loved you, girl, then we'll both be in love together. Mixing a darker green up now, just a little. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Yeah, a few little dark splodges, and that'll help bring out some of the light splodges. There we are. There we are. Very nice. I think I had a bit of dark under that tree. Although, well, it's actually coming in that way, so maybe I need a slight shadow under here. So if I bring a shadow across there like that, look, and I'll have my light coming in that way, that can be my shadow off that tree. And then if I get some brown into there, I can have some shadow coming across there as well, look, into my path. There we are, look at that, that's nice. There. I can soften that a bit if I want. There, that's nice. There, holy doubly. Bit more light greens in there, like that. There we are. I think we're getting about there now. I think we're on it now. Light greens, dark greens, we're just splodging in extra colours now. Some more of that dark green, I think. Let's have some more of that dark green in. That's nice. Wow, yeah, a bit more in there. Here, and then put a few splodges in there. That's hard to me. Not really my focal point, this bit, so I'm not too concerned about it. That's why I'm just sort of splobbing in quick there. Not that bothered about that bit. There we are. So that's that. I think I'll dry that now, and I think I'll leave that for my grass. Pop a little bloke in the top. There, right, let me get a little brush because I need little detailing brush. I needs to put my tree in. So, little detailing brush, nice dark colour, get my tree in. So, my tree sort of comes in there like that, up there like that, into that bit, another bit into there like that. A nice thick bottom on this tree. It's got a nice thick bottom. Can't beat a nice thick bottom. There we are. Nice thick bottom on this tree. Right, so that's the bottom of the tree. And then, in fact, let's wash that brush out now. Let's get a thinner brush and pop in some nice thick tops. Oh, that's too dark. I'm just mixing colours and talking to be said. Right, so I'd say there's something in there like that. Only bits there. Some of these bits here I can use as tree branches, something like that. I don't have to go mental with tree branches everywhere. Just stick a few in so we can see it's a tree. There we are, a couple in there. And I think that'll do for that. It's just enough so you can see that there's something going on in there. Some branches. Right. Wash that brush out. Done with that now. Right, let's have back to that size brush now. Right. Let's have an orange t-shirt again. Nice bright orange t-shirt for my little bloke. Plenty of paint. Nice bright orange. So I'm just going to draw in. That's not a massive big tree. It's sort of a little bushy thing. So my bloke's going to be sort of about that size, I think. That's my path. They've got to fit on this little path, and it is a little path as well, by the way. And some dark blue trousers. Yeah, some dark blue trousers there. That's his trousers. Right. And this is a little swamp frog, a little dog. This is his head. This is Jacko and Moses. And they're in a shadow, so you don't really get a shadow in a shadow, but I still think I want to darken up the bottom of this. So I'll take it to the bottom of that shadow there anyway. So you don't get a shadow in a shadow. Take it off that tree there. So that's all shadow, but I just wanted to darken it a bit. That's my shadow. Right. His trousers has disappeared. There we are. That's that. Not wrong with that. let's pop Peter and Paul in. I think I've got some paint on my hand. Right, Peter and Paul will pop in here. Peter, Paul. Alright, looking for worms. They get round a bit, they do, don't they? They get on all into these scenic places. Right, now then. Designer's white gouache. I want some water lines on this lake so it registers as water. A bit around bottom here. Coming out there. It's in there. And I think we'll have a line there. Nice water line in there like that. And this will help this register as an actual lake. That's our one. It's that one there, cutting through there. I don't know what that might do. No. One more, not one more. There. There we are. That'll do. Yeah. Took quite a long time, that one. But there you are, quick little picture or a lake and some water and that. Maybe it could be worked up a bit more, I don't know. But for now, that'll do me. I'll see you on beach. I've gone way over time. See you on beach. In it.